Frank Soto.
Hector El
And we want to
Barbarian.
welcome you to this Kinetic Dragon tutorials. Kenpo for the street.
Kinetica for your life.
Oh, yeah, very good. And here we are, and I want to welcome you to this Opinionated Wednesday, the second one, okay? This time I'm going to talk about the evolution of Kenpo, okay? And I want to talk about the evolution of American Kenpo in a specific, okay? Because that's our foundation, that's my main art, that's what I got, my main knowledge, and from there I expanded to other Kenpos. But the main Kenpo that I learned was American Kenpo, and I learned it from Senior Master or Grandmaster Larry Tatum. My salute to him. Okay, Kenpo went to different phases. Okay, it is said that it went to 4 different ones. It said it was traditional Kenpo or original Kenpo, then it was Chinese, then it was American, and then it was Ed Parker's Kenpo. Okay, which was all under Ed Parker. The first Kenpo was a more power-based system. If you want to know more about this Shotokan version or Shotokan-alike version of Kenpo, you can talk to grandmasters or senior masters like Mr. Dave Hevler. He talks a lot about this power-based system. People like Chuck Sullivan, who was there at the time, and all the really old seniors. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but the ones that were there back in the day. Okay, this was way before I was born. So if you want to know more about this, talk to them. They are very nice people. They are very approachable, and they love to share. As far as I know, that's the way they are. They're great people. So anyway, this was more a karate base. So when somebody strikes, it was very low stance. Okay, a back stance like karate. Okay, and one blow, one kill type of deal. Then the Chinese came. The Chinese influence. People like Jimmy Woo, Art Wong, Ming Lum, etc. All those guys, the guys from San Francisco, Chinese guys, who Mr. Parker used to hang around and learn from them. And the first book Mr. Parker did, Kenpo, The Law of the Fist, there's that picture of him like that. That's the traditional or the original Kenpo, the one he learned from Chow. Then he added all the secrets of Chinese karate, which is the second book that he added. It is said that he wrote that book with the aid of Jimmy Woo, and he added all the twist stances. A lot of the katas come from there. A lot of all the Chinese influence, the kung fu fighting thing, right? And then Parker reduced that, and he went into his American Kenpo, which was the curriculum that a lot of the curriculum that we still use, some of people still use even today. This was in the late 60s, early 70s. And then Parker making more and more conceptual until he edited and printed the 5 books, the volumes of Infinite Insights into Kenpo, where it's the foundation or the conceptual base of Kenpo. Okay, so a lot of the seniors come from different eras, okay? If you want to see more about the original Kenpo and the transition from the power-based Kenpo, like the Shotokan, into the Chinese version, talk to Grandmaster Dave Hevler. He can tell you a lot about it. He was there, and he's still with us. So take the most out of this and go to him. My salutes to him. Now, if you want to learn more about the American Kenpo, the language of motion, the vocabulary, the language, the forms, the opposites and reverse, the category completion, and all this, how this is connected with that and that and that and blah, 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 and the rules of Kenpo, go to Richard Huck Planas, to Senior Master Planas. He's the man when it comes to forms, for example. They call him the Y instructor. I think all of the seniors know the Y, but they have different perspectives and different flavor of Kenpo. Now, in the 70s, you can say it was the glamour era of Kenpo. You want to see more about some nice Kenpo, the Elvis, okay? the Elvis version of it, see Senior Master Larry Tatum. Grandmaster Tatum, he takes Kenpo, the form, to another level. His Kenpo is aesthetic, it's beautiful, his form is flawless. If you want to see a more fighting approach into Kenpo, that was Frank Trejo. We hope Mr. Trejo is doing well. His health is, he has some health issues. We send our salute and our prayers are with him, Maestro. Also, another one of the great fighters at Kenpo. There were two great fighters, as far as I know, in the history of Kenpo. The two best fighters that stayed with Master Parker until his passing were Senior Master Frank Trejo and Grandmaster Bob Lyles. Those two were the monsters in the ring. Okay? If you want to know speed Kenpo, if you want to develop your timing and your speed, make it more close and more smaller Kenpo, look at Grandmaster or our Senior Master Paul Mills and his guys. They have this, the timing, okay? For example, they have this, okay? They're very impressive. I salute to you guys as well. If you want to see a more conceptual Kenpo, one that still uses the language of Kenpo but is more conceptual, go to Skip Hancock and his Kenpo 2000, The Path to Excellence. Also very interesting. He talks about all the principles apply to the motion of Kenpo, the language of Kenpo. And he has a very interesting way of teaching Kenpo, like where he teaches how to launch and how to hammer, how to thrust, or how to whip, for example. He teaches you method of execution, all the stuff, the principles that are the foundation of the system or the curriculum. Go to Hancock, go to Master Skip, and he'll teach you as well. So, but all these guys, they teach you the language of motion, okay? Now, in my next video, I'm going to teach you the difference between the language of motion and the understanding of motion, which is the kinetic approach that I teach, and how I evolve by looking at the similarities of all these masters and senior masters and taking the concept of American Kenpo one step further and taking it out of the language of Kenpo into the understanding of motion and the laws of fighting, which is Kenpo, the law of the fist, and simplify it and make it a version more adaptable to this era. I am Frank Soto.
Héctor El Barbarte.
These are the Kinetic Dragon tutorials. Kenpo for the street.
Kinetica for your life.
Remember to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, okay? Click on the button below. Give us your thumbs up if you like it. And subscribe here to YouTube. Send us your message through Facebook. And please, share. We are here to serve you.